going?
Yeah,
Hello.
good. I was just thinking we should talk about that Catio cat enclosure.
Yeah, that's a good
outside.
idea. Well, do you want to go put the kettle on and I'll just finishing putting this other load on?
Yeah, sure. Rover boy, come here, buddy. Hello, mate. No, mine. He's gnawing on Tank's legs.
So cat enclosure.
Yeah.
So we've got 4 cats now. Doesn't look like it. Oh,
Yeah.
sorry, Tanky.
The 2 new ones, Joy and Jack, they're doing quite well.
Yeah.
They're getting pretty confident and bold, aren't they?
They sure are. We have had them. Well, oh goodness, Tanky.
You just got to take a few big sips. Got to get a robust level to fill. And take a few knocks. Okay. Just step back, mate.
Have a nice cup of tea, they say.
Let's go.
Sit down and have a nice chat.
That's a nice, relaxing cup of tea.
That's so relaxing. So Joy and Jack. Or maybe it's big. Oh! Roscoe.
He's the most inconsiderate big dog there is, isn't he?
And then Rover's just like fanning it.
Yeah. Did it go on your white shirt?
Yeah.
Such is life. I had to eat my biscuit real fast. You should have seen how many dogs are
I
trying
probably
to
should just take a few sips.
That's what I said. You got to get the level down.
I'll just scull it. It's so hot.
Is it? It's not that hot.
Oh, I'll just pop it there.
Yeah, so even though they've got radial hyperplasia, they are quite agile. I'm surprised at how agile they are.
They are.
So I think we could build like a little bit of a play climbing type enclosure for them.
Yeah, I really want to. I think that they would really enjoy it. They're so... Every time I open that door to feed them, play with them, they are right at the crack of it and they want to come out.
Yeah.
I've let them out a few times. Obviously, they can't be out with these guys in this situation.
Oh, yeah, no.
They're completely unsocialised. They've lived like 2 years in a cage.
And Louie's no good with them. They seem like they're pretty interested to meet the other animals. They're very keen through the window.
Yeah, they sure are. They Joy especially, she's really friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that they are still terrified of humans. Helen from the rescue says she thinks that they haven't been touched, you know, and like they're 2 years old.
Yeah, but I've noticed they jump up on the couch and like they can actually get up.
Yeah, they
to
climb.
A few spots.
Yes.
So, because I thought originally it'd have to be like a really flat space for them, but I think they could have ramps and little ledges.
Yeah, Helen suggested that we consider ramps and some platforms for their play area and that they would be okay with that. I talked to Dr. Tom about it and he did just say, just to make sure that there's nothing too high.
Yeah,
they can't have normal cat trees like Louie and Kitty Rose.
Yeah.
So we do need to build quite a specific space for them.
Yeah.
Now they're in quite a small bedroom at the moment, which is
Yeah, but that's
I mean,
a temporary one. That was
it's
just a before
temporary.
Chrissy one.
They're pretty happy with it because it's so much bigger than the cage that
Yeah.
they've been in all their life. But we would like to give them a bigger bedroom and then possibly look at turning that window into maybe a door out to a catio.
Yeah, so I was thinking originally the biggest room is on that side.
Yeah.
But they love that window so much.
They do.
I'm thinking we go to the next room down on the corner.
Yeah, that window looks out to the dam, which gets a lot of wildlife, lots of birds and frogs, and so lots of different noises and smells. I do think that this side of the house will be...
Yeah, I think they like it. It's a bit more stimulating, that window out the front.
I agree.
Moosey boy.
I can't breathe.
You gotta get your elbows up.
I do that at the dinner table, but look. Oh, buddy, you're so beautiful.
Initially, we'll just build it so that there's a ramp up to the window, so we can cut it off. We'll see how they handle that, and then later down the track, we'll turn it into like a door coming out. Yes.
Yeah, so it probably is going to be a bit of a staged build, isn't it? But the end goal is a bedroom that is fully fitted out for them, bigger than what they've got now, and then that will then lead out to an outdoor secure
because
catio.
the birds love that tree too, so they can sit underneath there.
Should we go look at the space?
Yeah.
And just plan out where it's going to go?
Yeah, okay.
Like as in the catio outside?
And how big it is and what it's going to take up.
Sure, yeah. I think these dogs want to go out. Or maybe they don't.
It doesn't look like it to me.
Oh, no, they're settling in.
They want to stay.
This couch is just too small. Isn't it, Bobby? So this end room is going to be Joy and Jack's room.
Yeah, so because it's the last room on the house, we can sort of use this area here to make a nice big enclosure. We've got plenty of birds and ducks and stuff for the dam, and the birds love this tree as well. So there's lots of stimulation here for them. I was thinking, this has obviously got to be trimmed back. I don't even know what this is. I think this is a very big weed. Yeah, biggest weed I've ever seen.
Just a piece.
Yeah. Anyway, this stump, we trim all that back, and I think we use that in the catio. Like I have that part of it, so build around it. So we trim it back so they can sort of...
Sure. And you wouldn't think that, you wouldn't think maybe to consider the catio going out the front? You know, like so they look out from their bedroom straight out into their catio?
Yeah, so the only problem with that is the catio out the front will block their view from the bedroom.
Okay.
So then if we have it so that it's out here, it does a few things. It uses this space which is relatively unused for anything else. The only issue practically and from a maintenance standpoint is blocking this access off to these things here. So initially I'm thinking like we do it in a few stages.
As in the aircon units.
Aircon, hot water, all the stuff that is quite important to the rest of the house. So what I was thinking was, instead of building it out straight away, like I think we still build it out when we put a door there and we enclose that whole thing and make it all so that it's just all Catio. But initially, because we're not having a door there, it's got to come up to that window height anyway, which is about waist height. I was thinking that we build a ramp up to that window, and then to get out, we build, say, like a 1 metre by 1 metre, and it's like a overpass, so to speak. So it comes across to the Catio and then comes down into this big area here. And so you can still just walk under it, get around, get your tools in, or do whatever you need to do. Because this is where I load up the gas for the hot water. So stage 1, overpass?
Well, I'm not really sure about the overpass. Because don't see the point of having the door. Because the door is supposed to go out into like an indoor enclosure.
Yeah.
Because I was hoping to have a cup of tea out with them in the enclosure.
Wouldn't it be here?
Or set up my easel even.
Wouldn't it be here though? Where are you going? Like, look at how big this space is here.
Yeah.
Rather than, you just want to enclose that bit.
No, I thought that it would be that you know, we would replace the window with like a sliding door.
Yeah.
And you would just walk straight out, and so it would go onto the veranda and then shoot out like a deck. And it'd be just a rectangular, like quite a neat thing just on the end here.
Just at the same level of the tiles?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, well, if it's not coming out here, well, then it solves the issue of access to all those services.
It does, because you still
There's
have
no change.
the exact same access to those facilities.
And then, so what did you want to do? Just use these as the corners, the posts on the corner?
Yep, just make it really neat.
So no roof outside of that roof?
A roof. So either like, you know, rafters with the like corrugated perspex, or otherwise I was thinking that if we were to build a deck straight out, that we could possibly place on it one of those pergolas like what we used in the pool area, because the look of those look really nice with the little peak.
Yeah, okay, so how far out do you want it to come?
3 meters.
Well, if you're going to get one of those things, the eave of the house comes out at least 1 metre.
Yep.
So if you want one of those things, it's going to need to clear that.
Yes, okay.
So it's going to have to be like 4, 4.5.
Okay.
Is that how big it is? It's 3?
Well, that's the smallest one.
We're going to build a 3 metre space, and you're going to buy like a 4.5 metre one.
We're going to need more cats.
I could sense, my spidey senses were tingling. I could sense that.
This is a really big enclosure for 2 little cats.
With radial hyperplasia.
There's
move very slowly.
There's a couple of cats that Helen has that she's had for over a year, and they haven't been able to find a home for. And they have cerebellar hyperplasia. So they're similar but different to Joy and Jack Jack.
That's hyperplasia in their brain, and
it's a neuro one. And these 2 they're brother and sister, like Joy and Jack Jack, but they don't have a home, and they haven't had a home for over a year. I don't know what their original story is, but I have already spoken with Helen, just to like ask, do you think that Donnie and Daisy might get along with Joy and Jack Jack? Just because we're building this large cat enclosure, and you know, if they did get along, the type of custom playground and catio that we're building would be perfectly suited for Donnie and Daisy also. And wouldn't it just be heaven on earth for all of them if they all got along, the 4 of them. So
But
I asked Helen.
That's what we said about Louie and Kitty.
I know, but Helen is a professional.
Kyla.
Helen is a very experienced cat lady, you know?
What did she say?
Well, she was super excited at the idea that we might be considering Donnie and Daisy.
Yeah, so it doesn't sound like it's going to be a very honest perspective. It's like cool,
No.
have some cats.
No. I did say to her, I said...
This is coming from someone who doesn't know how many cats she has. That's how many she's got.
Well, she says she's got somewhere between 50 and 100.
It's a big margin.
She's got a 3-story house. But Helen's such a wonderful person. Like, she honestly, she's rescued so many, and she says it's just... She's rescued so many, and she says it is so sad and desperate in Sydney.
Yeah.
Like, cats are actually just dying on the street. She can't save them. They're in such a bad way. She seems to think that, you know, from my description of Joy and Jack, and then she knows a lot about Donnie and Daisy.
Yeah.
And they haven't shown any signs of aggression, and they're very friendly. So
it seems like Joy and Jack are very keen to meet Kitty, but Kitty's terrified of them.
Kitty's like an introverted cat.
Yeah.
She really just likes dogs. I think she just thinks she is a dog.
Yeah.
We got her when she was only little, and she thinks that Louie's the only cat in the house. But it's funny because now Louis loves the dogs.
I know, it's strange, isn't it?
But he still doesn't like Kitty.
But yeah, he still hunts Kitty.
And so I can see that, gee, is this going to work? And that's why I just wanted to talk to Helen first, you know, because I can see in Joy, especially, we haven't seen Jack's full personality yet. However,
he's still pretty shy.
However, he comes up to the window with the other dogs. He seems, there's no hissing or growling. He's very friendly on the other side of the glass, just like Joy. But Joy's overly friendly and happy and excited, and all she wants to do is just make friends.
Yeah, I saw the other day when they came out, Jack was chasing Kitty around. And it looked like he was just playing a game like, ooh, friend, and running after her. And Kitty was like, stay away from me.
Yes.
And running away.
I think, you know, initially when you said that to me, I was like, oh, goodness, like, what did it look like? You know, because, you know, in the past, Louis has chased Kitty, and it's not a positive thing. So we definitely had to put an end to that. However, I've seen Joy run up to Kitty like, oh, another cat. Hello, my name's Joy. You know, nice to meet you. And Kitty's gone, whoa, too close. You're in my zone. You know.
You can just see that character.
Yes.
One of those cartoons, like, fist, hand up.
You're way too friendly for me. You know. She's that kind of personality, but she doesn't give off any like, I'm going to hurt you or nothing like that. She's just behavior. Like, see you later.
Yeah.
You know, and Joy kind of does a bit of a head tilt, like, oh, that was strange. So, but looking at Joy, we think, goodness, she's just so social and friendly. I thought she would love some other friendly friends.
Yeah, if it works out, great.
It would be perfect, because then the 4 of them, they'd all be friendly with each other and playful, and they can all play the same, because Donnie and Daisy do have the cerebellar hyperplasia affects the back end. So
does it affect their balance?
Yeah, so they have they can have a head bob, and their back end can wobble, whereas the radial hyperplasia that that Joy and Jack have affects their front limbs. Anyway.
Yeah, but I was just thinking because these guys during Jack Jack, they're pretty capable, so we can build ramps and platforms even though they're low.
Yeah.
But what about the other two? Are they more likely to fall?
Well, it would. Helen says it's the same, so it just can't be too high.
So that'll be all right.
Yeah, but she said that Donnie is extremely playful.
Oh yeah.
Like crazy playful.
With other cats. Or with
and himself, like he likes to run through tunnels and like he's really active. She said he will get really bored if you don't have ramps and tunnels and toys and balls and. But I just thought if he had his own little posse of 4, like as well as obviously all the equipment and everything, like he'd be super happy.
Yeah, well, that's. Hopefully they can become a little happy family, happy little pack of cats.
So should I talk to Helen and say that we'd like to give it a go with Donnie and Daisy?
Do
you have a choice?
I have a choice in this?
Of course, you always have a choice.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it. Hey, so I just wanted to tell you, I've already organised with this cat lady that we're going to get some more cats.
I just spoke with Helen, just asking, do you think it could work, Helen?
They're going to be here on Tuesday at 7:30. Oh yeah, just a casual visit.
We really need a home. And I just thought it sounded like the perfect situation, if it could work.
Yeah, well, let's see.
Yeah. Awesome.
By the way, they'll be here after lunch.
5 minutes. Oh, that's Helen now.
Oh, actually, they're at the gate. Oh, what a coincidence. It's literally what I was expecting. Okay. Yep, come on in. Oh, you're here. Okay.
Cool.
Rightio, so this isn't the Catio, this is the Catio, and it's for 75 cats. So it's going to be a deck that goes out to the dam. They can swim.